Oh well, welcome back. Here we are. I'm back. Oh geez, this is gonna be interesting. Hey guys, Jax here from The Life of Jax. It's been, again, a while. Nothing new there. And just my ugly face and hair that needs a really bad shower. um, but yeah, that's not important. It's good to see everybody again. It's been a while, like I said, and a lot of stuff happened. I was supposed to update you guys on a lot of things, especially on sports and I guess in general of life. So that kind of didn't work out as I planned. I think I did at one point wanted to film this a lot sooner, but I never got to it and it just never happened. But soon later than never, if you think about it. People honking. As you know of, this is now March, or been March now for a week or two. And a lot of stuff has happened, not just me personally, and I guess like in life, like not just what I've been doing, like more like I guess the whole world right now is all over the place. So what's going on is why I've been my absence of YouTube a lot such lately is hockey. I made it on the varsity hockey team. Shocker. Never expected that at all, and it's a great accomplishment. Especially a varsity hockey team in first year hockey. I'm the first girl to be in the varsity hockey too, because I was the only girl that made the cut too, and everything. So it's a big deal, and it's something to, I guess, to accomplish or be proud of, to finally have, I guess, varsity under a sports name. Even though the hockey in my school was never, I guess, appreciated enough, or wasn't like at first was never gonna get to varsity hockey. When the seniors this year, when they first started out, it was like nothing. Supposedly, they said like they were not even winning, they couldn't get nowhere. But this year was their year. We got it to playoffs and state championships or something. But when we got to playoffs, we did good on the first game. But then when it came to second game, a lot of stuff happened. I'm not gonna go into detail with that. It's all too much. But let's just say the refs were horrible, and it was a very good game until like the tippy end where it got to overtime. So that was not fun to watch and just look at. It was very rough too, that playoffs game. Like I think most players know, like for yeah, championships is good and all, but playoffs we wanted to win it more because it was in our group was close together with other groups, like their division is part of ours, and it wasn't like the state championship where it's all around the same state we live in, and it's all different hockey teams that are really good, and we were lucky to get up there. But we also lost that game big time, but the guys still had fun, and I guess they were just finish up a good game and a good season, even though they didn't really I don't know if they weren't putting much effort or they did, but they just, I guess, wanted hockey be over with, because also baseball was going to start for them when this happened, around like early-ish, like last minute March, almost March, like end of February. It was weird timing. This happened with the state championship, so we lost big time to like 0-7. But for playoffs, it was like, I think it was 4-3, so it was very close. And yeah, it was very tied, game for a while, and it was crazy. But yeah, other than that, hockey was the main thing. I met a lot of new people. I got to talk with a lot of people I knew already, just haven't gotten to, I guess personally know them more, I guess talk to them, whatever. But, it was different, being the only actual hockey player of a girl on that team. I know there was other girls on that team, but they weren't officially varsity yet. This year was their actual first year, and it's something to accomplish. And it's a lot. And there was managers, like there's two of them, There was a third one, but she didn't really stay much long. And they were both girls, which were nice and all. So I guess they kind of kept me company. I wasn't in as much playing as I guess at first, but also it's my first year trying out, and also I wasn't like the best like everybody else was, so I can understand them why they didn't put me in as many games. But hopefully next year when I practice a lot more, um, before the next season, I'll be more out there and hopefully better. All right, so moving on to the next thing, which is like newer update stuff now. Except just giving you this update. So the next, I guess, news now is crew. Yay! Love my crew as much as hockey. Just lot more, I guess, work in being there more than hockey. I think most of my time was more on the bus than playing a game because the games were shorter than crew, like practice and races. Because hockey, it's only like a short time. We're there and then we drive back, We don't have a hockey rink, like an ice rink here in my town. We have to go to another town because we're connected with 3 other like towns, including ours, which is cool and all. It's like that's how you form a team. You meet new people around your area of like where you live, and it's pretty cool and different. But for crew, everybody still lives in my town, just different schools, so it's all a little bit I guess harder for them to get there on time for some people because they have to take the bus, and but other than that, it's not important. But for crew though, as I'm explaining, it's an all-day race, so like if you're only racing once, you have to be there for the whole day almost, and you can't do nothing. You have to just watch or help out or eat or suffer in the cold. Not fun, but I guess talking with people, meeting new people is a good experience too. So I'm not gonna try to push out, I guess, the bad of crew as much. But this year was supposed to be a very good year, and so far, as I'm moving on to the next topic, it's not. As everybody knows, in 2020, January was where we all were worried about World War III happening because of something happened. I think it was something to do with like one of the U.S. killed one of the guys in somewhere in another country, and everybody was like all crazy about it. And then the people from that country were like, "No, we're not going to war." And it was the government trying to do that idea. I don't know. Don't listen to me, but I'm just trying to sum it down or trying to explain the best of why that was almost like everybody was thinking we're going to World War again. But no. So then that happened, and in February happened was Kobe Bryant's death. Very sad, so kind of sucks. And especially the daughter too. Insane. Not fun, So, and in March, which is now, and it's only been 2 weeks now, I think, at least. I'm not really counting, even though I know today's the special crazy Friday the 13th, so, of March. So I'm filming this, probably, a day or two after this is uploaded. I don't know right now. Or later. Most likely sooner, because I'm interested. And I guess I'm motivated for once, and I have no crew. So, yay. So, March. There's a virus going around now. So it's kind of affecting everybody, especially my school. The whole country, or every country almost, is going crazy because of the coronavirus. If nobody knows the coronavirus, it's pretty much spread from China all around the world. And it's similar like a flu, but there's no cure for it still, but people got cured somehow, but they can't find a vaccine. I don't know. I don't know how you cure them then if they were not vaccinated, or I don't know. I'm not going to go on opinions about that, but it's just questionable about, just people not probably washing their hands, and they just got sick from, not washing their hands, and they got that somehow. I don't know. So it spread pretty quickly in March, real quick, in just a few days. And China was all over the place. They had a lot of cases. and a lot of them are cured now, but I don't know. So then spread it over there. It spread it to Italy now a lot more, and it got to the U.S. Hello, so that's not fun. I think everybody's on the edge right now, but so it's affecting every school too. At first, it was not gonna happen because it finally got to my state, like, what is it, like, I want to say last weekend at least, and it was in another county, and it got pretty big, and I guess it went into state emergency because New York had it first, and then it spread it over to us, somewhere in New Jersey, and so it's kind of interesting. It They went into state emergency, but they were closing colleges, and like people going nuts in the stores too, getting stuff, but public schools and I don't know, they still were open. And yeah, that's interesting. Some kids even tried, I think over a few days ago, tried to say they may have gotten the virus, but they probably didn't. Most likely they didn't, because even the health in our county or wherever, I don't know, somewhere in our state, they were checking it. They even, they didn't test them or nothing, and they just only went based off what they said and stuff. So they were like, no, you're not, and you're fine, and whatever, So, yeah. And then the next day, it was a lot of emails and such. And this is happening too when I'm having crew and everything this whole week, and I just came back from hockey, and I'm just trying to get into the groove of now another sport, and my change of scheduling, even though it's not much different, but just walking and driving and less, I guess, what's the word? Bus rides right now. Just more, I guess, like my dad driving me. But So yeah, it's pretty odd and a little bit crazy. So what happened was a lot of emails got sent out. They canceled an assembly today for a person that was supposed to come. He's famous, Run DMC. If anybody knows or not, he's pretty old. Some people may know, and some may not. If not, search him up. He done some songs, that maybe people know, but just don't know the name of him and other such. But he's good. I'm telling you, he's a good rapper and everything. He's like one of those old 90s rappers, or 80s, I think. It was one of those two. But yeah, so that got canceled because of the virus, because it got to everywhere and everybody started finally shutting down, except my school, and I think another school near my school, like in another town over us. And that's kind of a little bit annoying. So then I guess after all those emails saying like, oh, maybe we'll have make you do homeschool and such, like do your work at home, or because they were constantly asking, I guess, like if your Chromebook works and you have Wi-Fi at home and all this stuff, and if not, if you don't have a Chromebook yet, which you should have, because you need it for the whole year of school anyway. Most of the time in the school, we're always on the computer, seems like, in most classes. So who wouldn't get a Chromebook unless you're just moved, that day and just came in out of nowhere and be like, oh yeah, I'm just coming to this new school, and yeah, no. But yeah, so that pretty much happened today. A lot of, I guess, classes happened to just talk and not really much do. And some did, like especially my Japanese. They were talking about it, and then we had to quit. And then they talked more, I guess, in general, just like pretty much like free time, whatever. And math, we were, I guess, setting up something, which was weird, and I'm failing math, and it's not fun at all. So I don't know how math's gonna work at home, because it seems like they're all planning ahead, because also the board of ed is not sure yet to close us down, but they're like, oh, if it does happen, but they keep mentioning it all day today. It was horrible, it was annoying, but it was just like, kind of like teasing us, because the one kid's interpreting saying, oh yeah, we're totally not going to have school, but also on the other fact, they could be still school next week, which is Monday 16th, whatever, but we don't know yet. All I know is right now, all sports got canceled, even pro sports, like officially like on the TV, except NASCAR, which, I don't know, it's kind of weird, shocking. I'm not going into detail because I don't know much about that. I just heard it from my dad about the NASCAR one, which is, I guess, pretty interesting. They don't really touch each other unless they're, except the pit crew, because you're just driving a car and you're racing in a car. You're not really, like, gonna get much of a disease trying to touch cars with another car, because also you're gonna spin out or something, you know? So, I don't know how to, I guess, say about that, but I guess that's still something to watch. And also, they don't really race as much. They only race on Sundays or sometimes Saturdays, depending, you know. So, yeah, a lot of like I said, the school was talking about was like, oh, just we may have homeschool next week, we may not, but they're not having it decided till tomorrow, which will be Saturday, which will be the 14th. It's giving you dates and making sure you guys know. And this is in 2020, and this is interesting, you know, how 1920s had something, 17, 1820s. Yeah. I don't think it's just a coincidence. I think it's just like every year it's 20, it's going to be something different, but this time it's 2020, which is supposed to be a really good year, and I was hoping for a really good year. It was good for hockey, but for crew now, like, most of our races, and some of them weren't supposed to happen until, like, the middle of March. And if they shut down the school, which we're still waiting on right now, but they prepared us all today about it, if there are, and all this such, and what we're doing and everything, and check on this and that, and, they pretty much, for crew, some of them, like one of them was supposed to happen in mid-March, and it's so far they're pausing our 2 weeks of all sports, you know, so they can't have any activities and such. But the high school, we're not sure yet. But also, if that's closed down, the high school or not, it will affect us more, because also 4 races apparently today just were like, nah, we're just gonna just cancel the races. So there goes 3 of them in Jersey, and then one of them, which is in Virginia, and that's in the Virginia ones all the way in April 10th, and it got canceled. It's insane. Like, this virus is going nuts for everybody, and it's pretty scary, and, you know, not a good thing. Like, I'm fine and everything, and my school hasn't gotten nothing yet, not that I know of, but other schools and rounds, you know, have, and whole county got shut down, and that's how it all started. And everybody's like, we're all gonna shut down, so that's what's going on. I think most schools right now are shut down. There's people already in, like, even on college, they're doing homeschool, like they're on live, like, FaceTiming and stuff, doing this stuff. But for my school, I don't think we're FaceTiming, because they didn't say nothing about that. But we have cameras on the Chromebooks, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot to take in, and it's a little crazy, you know? And pretty much that's the biggest update I can get you, but it's something, I guess. It's document evidence right here. This is, you know, 2020, where diseases is happening, and in the future, our resources, which is this, and other stupid videos or good videos and such about the virus, it will be probably in history books. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't know. In the future, for kids, and, you know, when we're like grandparents, let's say. Some of us may not, I don't know. You know, like when we're really old. And they'll probably put this in books and stuff, hopefully. If not, they're just really repeating history all over again, really badly. Because we've been stuck on the same thing for a while, and it's, little... It's nice and all, it's nice to learn it, but after a while you're like, okay, can we please learn something new? Like, yeah, it's interesting, but it's like, I learned almost my whole life about it, and I feel bad, for the people and such. It's slavery and such, but it's I don't know. I have not gonna go much in my opinion on that. Just you need a new topic, or it needs to get more interesting for history. But yeah, and I guess pretty much that's it. Oh wait, I have one more thing. I finally got my permit. Before I guess this virus and such, I last week I got my permit. So I got permit papers and stuff, and now I can finally drive with a parent. Not alone yet. I turned 17 in February, if everybody knows, or not many of you know. If you're new here or not, you know the drill here. You know, I'm February 13th. That's when I was born and everything. Oh my god, everybody's emailing on here, so I'm just trying to ignore them now and answer those emails later. But yeah, so yeah, I got my permit, which took forever. I had to go to the DMV like 4 times in total, but the one time I went, it was trying to take the test before I was 17, and they wouldn't let me because I had to do driving school to do it instead, and I wasn't going to pay money. It was almost, I don't know. I had time, and I was like, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to be 17, so, and I learned more than, I guess, from trying to do it on my own, and the school taught me, because the school teaches us driving ed and such, so we did a lot of that. We took a test. I just barely passed. If I messed up one more point, I would have had to retake it. And that's not fun, because the test wasn't hard I got, because they have so many different test numbers and such, and they gave me one that had like a few, like, yeah, hard, I guess, questions, but a lot of them were easy and simple, but for some reason, I don't know how I got an 80 out of, 100, and that's pretty scary, especially for that test, because if I had one more answer wrong, I could have literally had to retake it, and it wouldn't be at the school. It would have been at the driving place, which is a nightmare, because that took forever trying to get just the permit when I finally did take the test, and we're all online and stuff. So my advice to you, please, if you're just trying to get your permit or your license and such, you can get your license online. But for your permit, get there early and go on a weekday. You're going to have to take off of school, because that's what I did. And it wasn't expected to go on a day of school for a while, but because of after so many times and it got ridiculous and such, yeah, I went, took a day off and, had to, just go there, and it takes hours and time and forever. I probably would have got my permit a lot sooner than, I guess, later on that day, but I'm not going to go into detail about that either. Just had to wait there for a while, which I knew that was going to be the thing, but I had a lot of problems after that too, like my dad wasn't there, and then they needed him to sign a slip and everything, and but I got a permit, so now we're moving on to that, and it's a good celebration, happiness, yay. And I'm just giving you your tip here to not do what I do, is go on the weekend, wake up late, and then go. Go somewhere else than, I guess, close to you, in my, I guess, opinion. If you're from my school, do not go to the places near us. Go more farther in Jersey than you are, because it's crazy in those places, and the lines are longer than you think, and it's a lot, unless you're taking a test or something, like the driving test. I don't know about that. I know you have to schedule that, which I got my day too, and it's like all the way in September. So yeah, this happened really recently. This happened like in March too. Like I said, like last week I got the permit, which I'm shocked, because if I didn't get it that day, which I was really lucky, and It's crazy. I would have had to go for another 5 times. I would have to go for a 5th time, you know? And it sucks. I know I'm just rambling on about it, but I'm just, I guess, that's the news, that's the update, and I guess my life in general right now. Except the coronavirus, you know? Because I think that's what everybody's talking about, and everybody's scared about it, you know? I'm not too worried about it, but also at the same time, I kind of am, kind of not. I just really want off. But also, it's like now crew, because I like my sports. My sports keep me occupied and stuff, but also that distracts me from getting to you guys and everything and such, you know? So, kind of stinks that way, but it's okay. It's life. Something's always happening. Like, even the stock right now is low, too, which is not a good thing in my opinion, but it's also a good thing for some people. Like, when it's low stocks, you're supposed to buy, which I heard that saying now more recently than I guess when I was a lot younger, because also when I was a lot younger, I don't know money, and I don't like, I guess, putting it in the bank and I guess investing in it, but I probably should more often than I guess, you know, than what I think I should and shouldn't do. I don't know. Like I said, just spending I should invest in, but yeah, that's a lot of stuff to not easily understand. But yeah, that's pretty much my update. Make sure you like, comment down below what you think about this virus and what your school is doing in your town, and how it's affecting you, you know? And I guess if you feel like you want to, you can subscribe to me. I don't post that often, but I try. I'm surprised also to hear too from one of my people that follow me and everything too and subscribed, supposedly subscribed. They like my videos, so thank you very much. And yeah, I wish I could do it more often than I guess like a few times a month. Like I said, this video was supposed to be a lot sooner about like my hockey and I guess trying to make it another part split up and stuff, you know. But yeah, I haven't gotten to that, and a lot of stuff is happening. I'm running around a lot, so that's not easy. And if you want to, there will be my Instagram in the description down below. It's where I post a lot of stuff, like photos, like even for hockey. Like if you want to go more in detail of my hockey and stuff, and photos and such of how I did, like what I look in hockey and the whole team and stuff, go ahead down below. You know, it's a pretty interesting you know, feed I have. Not really much. I don't post that often, but the one time or this recently I have, because of all the photos, because I was trying to save all the photos and then get it to, I guess, post them at the end of the year or end of the season of hockey, and I guess I had too many than I expected, so I had to keep splitting them up a lot, and Instagram only lets you have 10 photos each post, so, and I ramble, and then I talked a lot about it, like how, about hockey, because it was a good season, and like I said, a lot of good people, gonna miss them, a lot of seniors. It was like 5, not including this, the managers, then they'll make it 7, so in total, most seniors, so kind of sad, sucks, you know, ow. And so will be the crew ones, but the crew ones I don't really, not too much at the moment with them, because I think I was more affected by the ones last year of crew. Like the seniors were really good this year. I don't know what's going on with crew, with the races and everything. Like now I think supposedly we only have 4 more races left that are still available right now if everything was go back to normal and such, but we'll see right now. And if this virus keeps me home, maybe I'll post a little bit more. I don't know, maybe. So if you have any actually suggestions too, comment down below as well. If you're really interested in maybe something like in a reaction video or like a challenge, maybe. It's like I said, some of those things I gotta do like a little bit more work of somehow how to trying to, I guess, show that on screen too, the reactions and everything and such. So, but yeah, I'll try my best. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. So I'm Jax here from the Life of Jackson. I'll see you guys later.